Hello everybody and welcome to this new live from Ivory Tower.
Hello.
We are super excited today.
Hello guys. Hello.
Hello everybody, welcome for this anniversary live stream because yes, tomorrow it will be 1 year since the release of The Crew 2.
Already.
I know.
1 year.
Already.
1 year.
Flown by, huh?
Yeah, time flies.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah.
So today we will discuss a lot about everything that happened during this year, but before we start, my name is Arnaud, I'm a community developer and I have a great pleasure to be with James, my partner in crime once again. And amazing
Hey!
guest.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
good. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Stefan Baudet, perhaps more known as Fergus. I'm the creative director on The Crew 2 and I co-founded the studio Ivory Tower 12 years ago with you guys. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was very young, but yeah.
11 years ago we were just 20 here.
Yeah.
And nowadays we are 200, so it's really a pleasure to
Time
see.
flies indeed.
Time
you say.
flies, and I'm really touched to be here with you guys and be able to present our baby for this 1 year anniversary for this too. I'm proud.
It is. I think everyone's proud. It's a really big moment. It's a nice
Yeah.
achievement.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
I'm proud to work with you.
And
And
Julien.
Julien, of course.
Julien.
The usual suspect.
It's been a while,
Yeah, it's yeah.
but I've been
right.
trying to survive during all last
I
live stream, but
slept
yeah.
a lot after the release of the game, but now I'm back. So I'm Julien Hummer. I'm player experience director at Ivory Tower Studio. I'm working with Fergus. I have the pleasure to work with
Thank
you
you.
day-to-day basis, and
This is
I'm
your first game.
yeah.
First release game.
I'm so proud of the game and so proud to be there at Ivory Tower, a great studio and great people working there. So it's a pleasure to talk about the anniversary because it's like sharing moments with people and talking about all the people behind us doing the game, and it's a good moment. So I'm happy to be there with you and with you to talk about what we achieved to deliver the game and what we achieved this year.
So it's going to be an emotional moment.
Yeah,
This
I'm
live
full-
stream.
I'm
We have
going
a
to
lot to
cry.
share.
There'll be laughter, there'll be
Coming from
tears,
passion.
there'll be joy and jubilation.
So,
So what is the plan for today's live stream, James?
Well, it's a cracking plan. Like we said, it's all about the year that has just finished. It's already been 1 year. We've had lots of great content, lots of challenges. We wanted to just take the time to go back over some of those with you. We're going to be looking at what's happened in the game live, but also what happened behind the scenes, a little bit about what happened before the game launched, that kind of thing, the whole journey basically. And then the culmination of all that, this first birthday and what we're doing to celebrate in the game. We've got a few things planned for players, which should be good fun over the course of the next week. And right at the end, we're going to finish with a little bit of a giveaway. So we're in the giving mood of giving a few gifts, which our beautiful hosts over there are showing off. So we've got Julia's cap,
Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
a couple of t-shirts to give away as well, and also first time we're giving away one of these. It's it doesn't look great in the bag, but maybe we can unfurl it to have a quick
Yeah,
look.
we
It's-
should have
so it's
done
a
it
bag,
before.
It's the Crew 2 mouse mat, a pretty big one.
No,
and
it's not a mouse map, it's a table map.
It's a table
I think.
mat. Yeah, exactly. So that's.
It's the other way
You
around.
may notice as well that it's a bit of a peculiar edition because it is the Chinese version of it. It's from China Joy last year, which we had the pleasure to go to with the game. And we brought it all the way back to be able to give it to one of you lucky
This
viewers.
is a super exclusive edition.
It really is, because there aren't very many of them.
I think nobody here in the team have it.
I don't
No.
think it's been. No, I don't think
First
anyone
time
else has
I'm
it at this
I will
stage.
get it.
Okay,
have to
sorry
wait for
guys,
the
there is
raffle
no
then.
any.
So yeah, that'll be at the end of the live stream. So stick around for the raffle that our CMs will be running in the chat for you.
So basically this will be a live stream about what happened.
Yes, exactly. It's a live stream about what happened during the first year. A little bit of celebration of all of that.
And a lot happened.
And a lot happened. There's a lot to say, exactly. But before we move on to what happened, we did just want to take the time to mention one quick thing about what is coming in the future. So as of tomorrow in the Live Summit calendar, you'll see that Polar Rush is going to loop back into the planning.
What?
I know. However, fear not, don't panic, because it's not coming back. It's just that the next batch of Live Summits is coming in July. It's not here just yet. We're going to be talking about it all on July 17th, but there are some brand new live summits. There's new rewards to win as well, new vehicles, obviously, all the new stuff. So
don't reveal everything.
we're not gonna say anything else.
I know the reward.
We have all the information, but we're going to keep it back.
Okay,
as
guys.
a little nugget of information for July 17th, so tune back in then because we're going to give you all the information on those. More information on that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. We
But
just
it's
wanted
exciting.
to have this small.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
So as
say.
of tomorrow, you will see that Polo Rush will be back in the planning, but we're not going to reloop the batch of summits again, the first batch of summits. We are actually going to move on to a second one. So we'll get more information out
We
to
are
you. when you can.
preparing everything, every new summit. So
Absolutely.
We'll discuss a bit
Yeah.
about this soon, so don't worry.
Exactly.
Amazing.
But before the future, the past.
Go back in time.
Let's go back in time
Oh yeah.
And let's start with the beginning.
with the roots, the very roots. So you mentioned Ivory Tower a little bit, Fergus.
Let's have a look at Ivory Tower.
Let's have a quick look at.
We have a video.
I think we have some
We have
videos
some
during
videos that
this
we're
live
going
stream
to
to illustrate everything that we're going to say.
to play in the background.
No
Yeah.
sound, no worries.
This is Lyon, Ivory. Yeah.
Could you-
This is our new location. You know, at the beginning we were not at this location. We were.
It's an amazing place. Yeah.
And now it's an amazing place. Before it was a bit hot.
Yeah.
Imagine this
But
summer.
this one-
Painful
Yeah,
memories,
this
clearly.
one is perfect. Yeah, and everybody that you see there really work on the crew and only on the crew, and more than 150 people just right there work on that. And it's me. And it was really a superb and amazing moment when we discovered this place for the first time. And it was a big moment for the team to discover this place.
Maybe you're muted.
Oh, we maybe have a microphone problem.
And there.
Were you?
Is that a little bit better?
Oh,
So you can
There we
see
are.
that we are building another building.
sorry
near
guys.
the-
Another sound issue.
It's not my fault.
Always have a sound issue, and this time this is for me.
So let's go back in time.
Let's go back in time. Yeah.
So creation of the studio.
Creation
Early
of the
beginning of Ivory Tower.
Yeah, early beginning. 12 years ago, we were just 20. And now you can see 100, 200 people working on the crew 1, the crew 2. And that's really a big success for us. And this superb location where we work is really thanks to the success of the crew. And thanks to our community, thanks to Ubisoft, we are able to get this place for us to be in comfort and deliver this superb game for everyone. So that's really nice.
So it's nice to
It
see
is, yeah.
this video for me because I joined the studio like years ago, not at the beginning, the foundation of the studio, but what you are seeing there, it's exactly what I'm living every day. Passionate people. Now I have friends within the studio, and it's a great place to work in. And I mean, one of the value of the studio, and I discussed that with Fergus a few minutes and few months ago, it's the family feeling you have there. You have friends, the family value there. It's a great place.
It's a
to
great
work.
place to be.
Yeah.
This place to work, this place to have fun,
Yeah, I hope
to play video
As you
games.
can see.
Yeah.
It's really what we try to build with Ivory, something where people enjoy to work, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'm sure you enjoy.
That's
And,
okay.
Wouldn't be here for that.
It's not always easy, but okay, that's fine. And that's a great place and a great game and a great team that deserve a big up, big congratulations. So
Absolutely. Big round of applause for everyone.
big
Then,
round of
so
applause. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we had the chance with our live stream to also give a bit more visibility to all of you guys about all the great
Yep.
people around here.
absolutely.
Of course, it was only a glimpse of everyone behind the game, behind everything we achieved so far. The Crew 2 was a huge challenge.
Yeah.
Technical, a lot of content, a lot of novelty. And before we move to the announcement itself, can you maybe Fergus give us a quick reminder about what were your ambitions with the Crew 2?
The ambition first is the ambition for the studio. We always want to innovate and create something that will surprise the players, and not only delivering something which is always the same thing, a driving game, etc. So we really want to build something around the motorsports experience through the US, where we play more than just the street racing, but also the drift, the drag, the monsters, the planes, the boat. Motorsports experience is not only cars. It's all about different type of vehicles and variety. So for us, it was something really important to put on the table inside this IP that make it grow.
Not that easy.
Not that easy, and I think we delivered it. And it was really something that we continue to push, and that during this year, and we will discuss about it, and we make it bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's the reason why we're here today. We have the chance to continue to be in contact with everybody among the community, because we're building something great with them. And everything started for you, at least for everybody at E3.
Talking about big ambitions, that was a pretty big one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, really, I was really stressed.
Let's have a look at the video.
Oh yeah, I want.
We were all stressed.
I think one in particular.
But I was more stressed before than during. I will be honest, when you are on stage and you give your speech to the public, I was amazed to see that for me, everybody was behind me. Ivory, the players, everybody were waiting on me something, and it was really a good moment for me, a good time.
Yeah.
I was really happy to see all these star players discovering for the first time the reveal of the Crew 2. It was such a good moment.
Yeah, it's a very nice moment. I mean, for me, it was the first time presenting a game at E3, and it's a very, very powerful moment, because you worked hard, you are all tired, you are setting up.
Really tired.
Yeah, yeah. You are setting up the demo, you are preparing everything, and then you are going to present to all your game, your baby, and then finally being able to talk about. We have some technical issue there.
Okay, James is not leaving the stage.
We'll come back.
So it's an amazing moment.
Just the TV turning off.
A lot of energy, a lot of games presented.
Yeah.
And it was like.
And we were younger.
Yeah. A little bit younger.
A little bit younger.
Paul
has
What I'm seeing that it's a lot of good memory of presenting the game, finally presenting the game, and for the team, we were all proud of finally presenting things to journalists, to players, to people, and also to all other people from Ubisoft. So it's a very good moment. E3 is like a milestone for a game development, finally showing things, and then.
It's a real special moment.
Yeah.
For us and for the team.
For the team, yeah.
You work so hard to deliver this version, this moment.
Yeah.
And you finally can talk to your friends, saying, "I'm working on the Crew 2."
It's true.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm working on the Crew 2.
We can never discuss about what we are doing, but never.
Yeah, E3 was an amazing moment for the team, and to be honest, I have really, really amazing memories of the time spent with the team. Just after the demo, we were all really tired, but super excited to do it again and again the day after. And talking about the star players, so we show some people that you may know among the community before. It was a special moment for them too, and we were really, really proud to be able to invite them to share this special experience. And I think they had a pretty great time, and maybe they were able to play the demo a bit more than journalists did.
Yes.
A lot more. Journalists played 10 to 20 minutes.
20 minutes,
And star players played during hours.
Yeah.
And it was really amazing to see how they dig inside the game, inside this specific version, with some just a glimpse of the game, and they played during hours.
And I think they had something like 15 people of the team around them saying, "What are they doing?" Oh
discussing with the guys.
It's going to beat my record, it's going to be me.
I think they did.
They often do, very quickly.
So yeah, great E3,
Great.
Followed by Gamescom as well.
Gamescom.
Gamescom, lots more things to unveil, able to finally give more details about the whole kind of multidisciplinary aspect of the crew, motorsports in general.
Motorsports,
I remember presenting for the first time the drift discipline there with journalists saying so. don't worry, it's a very challenging discipline because we were aware that it was good for players, but sometimes you have journalists and they are not very good at playing car games. So it's like, don't worry, it's normal. If it's difficult for you, it's normal. It's a challenging.
It's difficult.
Yeah. The drift is always a challenge.
It's a bit of a steep learning curve, for sure.
But when you master it,
It's a lot of fun.
it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite one. And when I play the summit and you have this drift experience, I'm always the best.
I know.
Most of the time.
know.
Most of the time.
So during lunchtime, they basically try hard to get
We
the
should
best
do
score.
a summit about the drift discipline.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Perhaps one day. Yeah, let's think about it.
Thank you very much, guys. Let's wrap up. So yeah, an amazing Gamescom, and this was a special moment to share more things with journalists, with people around here. They were able to play the demo. Everybody was able to play the demo. And we wanted to give you a bit more at the end of that year.
Yeah. We wanted to put together, obviously, all the announcements we've been able to make and lots of information we wanted to give about the brand new project, celebrate the anniversary of The Crew 1 as well,
And
that
Ivory
landed at
Tower
the same
too.
time, and Ivory Tower. Whole package of celebrations in
It was
December, so
amazing.
much excitement, so much planning. The execution, maybe a couple of
We had an
slight-
issue,
a
let's
couple of
say.
slight issues that some of you watching might
It
remember.
was a sound issue.
I think it was, yes. So nothing like, just forgetting a mute button or anything like that.
So
we're going
great memories.
Yeah,
Oh,
here we go.
Oh, it was a good
So,
start. We were young.
man.
You had hair.
We had some of us had hair still at that stage.
It was a good start. We were planning to invite 8 different people during this live stream.
I was there.
I think you were wearing
after-
exactly.
I was there. So I was there prepared for this live
We
show.
were waiting.
Yeah,
And then
and unfortunately we had to
after a
cancel
few
it.
minutes that happened. Well, that was a difficult time for us,
It really was.
but we didn't stop there.
No.
We were sad. I will be honest. We were sad.
There was a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
were
sadness.
really, really sad.
No, there was no time to rest really
Ate the
on
cake.
anyone's side.
Yeah, we had a cake here.
We had a cake.
We had a cake, we ate it, so everything was fine in the end.
The cake is
But we didn't stop there, and we continue to organize live stream, and this is always a super great moment to be able to share with you, with the team.
Yeah, I think for the team and for the players, but for the team, it's really something really good. They really want to come and discuss with you and be able to present their work directly in live stream. It's always something good for us.
It's not easy.
It's not an easy. It's not easy.
This is a great experience in the end.
That's a great experience because this is not our own language. So I think in French it could be easier, but in English it's more difficult for us.
Maybe, I don't know, James, maybe you can.
Not for James.
Well, I don't know.
Not for you.
You're
No,
doing
it's all right.
fine
It's
in
okay for
English,
me. I'm
no
the
worries.
lucky one, I guess. I'm the lucky one. What can I say?
Look, you are.
So yeah, lots of challenges in live streams, but also I guess a challenge when we were finally able to get players to try the game as well. Because one thing we haven't talked about yet, we've talked about the live streams and the live events and the shows, but we haven't talked about all the live phases and the tests that we did leading up to launch.
Many live phases.
About
We did.
10 or so, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before
More
the
than
release,
10,
yeah.
10
Before
plus,
we
yeah.
even got to release, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Plus
So
the playtest we conducted there. So we have a dedicated room just there, and during this period, we are like almost every 2 weeks, we have like players coming to the studio
yep.
and playing the game. We had the community who joined the studio to have a workshop with us. And you can see all the players. We came to the studio and to meet the team, meet Fergus and people there. We work with them, plus all the live phases. So it's like more players within their home. And
We started very early, the live phases.
Yeah, it was really something important for us to share our experience before the launch with real players, and not only inside Ubisoft, but outside. And for us, it was really important to see how people react to this new proposal, to this update, to how they react. So more than 5.5 million players.
Almost 500,000 players for all the closed tests.
technical tests, and
Sorry.
people try the game before the launch and give their feedback
Yeah.
and help us to shape the game before the launch.
Yeah, we had a lot of people come through. It's a lot of feedback to go through, a lot of a lot of thoughts on
Huge
everything.
thanks to our amazing community
Yeah,
team once
exactly,
again
exactly.
for everything they've done during
So
all that time.
the community team in the chat did an absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic job helping us with all of that,
Yeah.
because it was a hell of a lot of stuff to go through.
And we started with a really limited of people really early after the announcement. So we were really excited to share everything, but we were a bit scary, to be honest,
Always.
because we were sharing very work in progress builds,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not that stable sometimes.
It was an alpha build, something like
Yeah.
that.
It was
So
nice.
very an early stage build.
Yeah.
There's plenty of issue inside.
And with almost everything about the game.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to thank all the people that participated to the different live phases, technical tests, closed alpha, etc. Because we know it's frustrating that you're playing something, you want to share, you want to share this passion, everything you've seen. And we really want to take the time to thank you for all the great feedback, but also for the great support and the respect of the NDA, because
It
it's
really,
important not to spoil the surprise
It
to
really
everybody.
helps the game.
it really does,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't think people really realize how important it is for us to be able to keep that element of surprise and make sure that, you know, we're able to deliver the game as a final product, as it's intended to be. And having players on board with that and able to follow all the different instructions and things that come with tests like this, you know, just being able to give feedback on a particular forum and not be able to talk about it with as many people as they'd like. We know it's challenging, we know it's tough, but it really does pay off in the end, and it's a huge help to us. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Both to, you know, to all the players who participated, but also, I mean, some of them really went above and beyond, and in fact, some of those more engaged players were the basis of what is now our pit crew group, which is a group of highly engaged players that helps us on a really regular basis.
Also.
Experts is probably not even strong enough a term for what these people are.
Yeah,
And
Experts.
They
they
know
really
every
are,
part
yeah,
about
and they
the
still
game.
help us today
Yeah.
on a very regular basis.
That's why they call the pit crew. They know everything. They can
Exactly.
I think better than us.
Yeah, there'll
Sometimes.
probably
Sometimes,
playing,
yeah.
probably
they
be
are
several
playing
of
more
them in the
than
chat
us,
today,
yeah.
actually. So a bigger
Yeah.
shout out to
Oh.
those guys as well for all the help along the way.
Oh, it seems that we switched to
Deck.
the next part.
Exactly.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, great memory.
All right.
this is what the all the tests allowed us to achieve.
Yeah,
It's
the
get
Drift
the
Brothers
game to a
there.
shape where we were finally able to show it off to the press.
Yeah.
Specifically, you guys taking the show on the road.
We were lucky, and we went to the Red Bull Ring in Austria to present the game to the press. And during 2 days,
Yeah.
we were able to try drift, to try
Rally
off-road,
Red,
rally
yeah.
red, touring car, and
Yeah.
some aerobatics were inside the air, and all the different disciplines that you play through the games were present inside this place. And it was amazing, thanks to Red Bull and all their dedicated pilots and drivers. It was an amazing time with the press.
Yeah, it was the moment we experienced what we built in the game in real life. I mean, all the motorsport community there with planes, helicopters, cars. It was very nice. And I love the moment when we had the Drift Brothers, who are professional drifters, and they challenged Fergus and he said, "We are professional on drift, and we are going to beat you in your own game."
Yes.
Okay, Fergus won. But
I won, okay.
they were good.
But they were super good.
It was nice,
tough.
yeah, to have like professional drifter playing the game and say it's different from what we have in real life, but they had the feeling of drifting within the game, and it was really nice to have like the players trying to challenge Fergus and all the team behind the players looking at Fergus saying, you are going to beat them. And
No, I win.
yeah, of course.
And I think they were not the only expert we've seen during these preview events. I remember in the UK we've seen some pilots, we've seen
Yes.
many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
UK great memories again also.
Oh,
Fergus drifting on the
Yeah, real drifting.
asphalt.
I like drifting. In real life, inside the game. It's, okay,
what
it's,
happened in the UK.
Stay in the UK. Okay. That's fine.
Okay, we're gonna stick to this one. So a lot of great memories again
Yeah.
with the team, with
Yeah.
the players, the journalists.
Absolutely, a hell of a journey that culminated finally on June 26th when the game was released So that was early access, June 26th.
Yeah.
And then on June 29th, opened the gates to absolutely everyone. The Motor Nation was finally open without restraints. So
before we move to the next part, talking about all the post-launch, maybe you can have a look at the launch trailer.
Absolutely.
With sound this time, and
let's get it
we'll
rolling.
get back in a few minutes.
There you have it.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Good memories.
Yes.
So that was 1 year ago.
Yeah.
It was.
time
It's crazy
ago.
to think that.
Wow. It's been a long year.
It
was
it
It was
really
an
has.
amazing year.
Yeah.
But,
Exciting
well,
one, I would say.
But maybe before we come back on
All
this
the
exciting
details,
year and everything that happened, we can show a little bit of a teaser.
Yeah,
on-
our team created a small video
Yeah.
to recap everything that happened among the team, around the project, but also around the community.
Exactly.
And it was important for us to share.
I want to see it. I never saw it.
Yeah, I think Fergus
I know
saw
it's,
it,
it's a
so
first for a lot of people. I think.
Let's have a look.
Let's roll the
at
trailer,
this
we'll chat
year
about it
one
afterwards.
recap trailer.
Take that.
The very best game.
I like to kick it. I like to kick it.
There
Thank
you
you.
have it. Thank you. Thank you.
you,
Definitely
guys.
the word
Thank
for that
you.
one.
Alright.
An amazing trailer.
Thank you guys. Thank you to the team. Thank you to you all. It's a good summary
Yeah.
of what we've done so far, and you guys and us. And just to see this in just 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Less than 2 minutes.
It's
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
Less than 2 minutes.
we were discussing about what we saw during the video and all the player creation, and we were saying, whoa.
Whoa. And yes, all the videos or screenshots are amazing. And
Yeah.
And there are a lot of
There are a hell of a lot
screenshots.
of them, yeah.
Yeah.
even after 1 year, I continue to look at on Twitter, on Facebook, on the Crew Hub, on all the different places where I can to see all the screenshots and different creation. And I'm always amazed about what you've done and with our game.
Exactly. We'd never have enough time in one trailer to show absolutely everything,
No.
so we just made a tiny
And we're
little selection
trying
there.
at every live
We do
stream, we
try.
try to push screenshot at
No,
every
no.
week, try to
Yeah,
push, but
there'd never be
there's
enough
time.
time.
All the video or YouTuber with content creator,
Yep.
Black Panther, El Reaper, Straighter People. There's so many guys streaming and using our game to create some content.
Mhm.
That's good.
It's pretty crazy.
That's really crazy. And that's really amazed me to see what you create can spread across the world like
Mm.
that.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. So it's been a big year for players, big years for us too. Getting a lot of content released, a lot of free updates. Exactly.
Memories.
And memories to go along with it. Yeah.
And we almost lost Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Luckily,
don't
Paul
worry,
didn't
he's
die.
fine. He's fine.
He did.
Recovering, I think, but
It will come to the next one, next live stream.
we will see about that.
Paul,
He's feeling
you
better. So yeah, we've shown a lot of stuff. Of course, we released also a lot of new vehicles this year. 22 through the vehicle drops.
Yeah. Absolutely. Vehicle drop. So we had the last vehicle drop about a month ago now.
Yeah.
Which brought the season pass vehicle drops to a close. But obviously that's just because we're switching to, I guess, a new format of adding more regular content with the Live Summit as well. So, whether it's new vanity items or vehicles, things like that, bringing it on a bit more of a regular basis, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
That's a perfect way, I think, for the players to get some new content with the
Yep.
summit, with the planning, the live calendar, and things like that. It's the right way.
absolutely. Certainly
I've
does
seen
put
a
some
lot
more
of
live
players
context.
coming back every week to do the summit.
Yeah. So am I.
Also in the team.
So am I. And you
Every
also?
Wednesday, you can be sure that at lunchtime,
Oh yeah.
after the madness.
Platinum is
Yeah.
platinum every
Always.
week.
Always.
Every week.
Always. I try to be platinum. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
Okay.
No.
Some summits are a bit more tough when you have a special edition car or vehicle.
The Red Fury. for
The Red
example.
Fury was the next one with
American Performante.
was difficult, and the next one will be really difficult, I think,
Porsche.
with the Porsche, the Wasp.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, there's more information
So you
on all
spoiled
that.
the reward of the
tomorrow.
next summit. Yes.
Oh,
But it was already
it's already on the
live.
calendar.
it was already live. I think.
Well, they'll be able to see all the details in the article for This Week in the Crew 2 that is live. It should be live now as well, actually,
Live
I
now?
think.
Okay.
Yeah. So, got all the information on, obviously, big Eureka celebrations, more info on that later, but also a normal Summit Week 2 with lots of cool stuff to win. So,
I did not spoil about the next one. But we are going to have, like James said, exclusive new vehicles.
For platinum rewards.
Exactly.
absolutely.
That's great.
And I did not talk about the brand
No,
or the model.
Oh, you?
Just
No?
stuff.
We can.
Or not?
No, well, we
No, no,
we'll
it's okay.
I'm going to
we'll
have
tune
problems.
back in on July 17th for all that kind
Okay.
of stuff.
Contact
So-
me, you can contact me.
Let's go back
Or me
to the past.
on Twitter.
Exactly.
Please don't.
No.
So let's go back in time, review all the different updates. But before we do so, we wanted to give you an overview of some
Yeah.
of the amazing.
Yeah, some of the feats, I guess.
Commitment
I mean,
you-
at the end of the day, we've mentioned that the summit is a really busy time. Loads of players participate, but just more than that in the game, there's been an incredible amount of activity. And we've got a few little stats that we wanted to check out as well to give you an idea of all of that. So that's a lot of hours. That's the total number of hours spent in the Crew 2 since launch, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 94,162,256 hours.
Yeah, because we want to be precise.
Which
when we
is,
give figures.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. We
I
wanted to
think it
give the
was 2
exact
weeks
number.
ago.
Yeah, so it's even more than that now.
Because the summit, it's
With the summit,
The numbers just blew up, didn't they? Yeah, it's
very
crazy.
quickly.
Yeah, exactly. And to give you an idea, It's basically, so what is that? It's 2,189,819 times. This is why they got an English speaker on.
2 million.
I can say the long numbers in English.
I can't.
Thank you very much, James,
2
for
million times.
remind us that we
Exactly.
don't.
The time it takes to do a coast-to-coast trip of the United States. So it's pretty massive.
Yeah.
And in terms of kilometers, I think we also have some figures.
We have a handy conversion, which is going to roll straight on. Bam! Right, so...
I let you.
Okay,
So
James,
we say
go for
then,
it.
so it is a 6,206,511,445 total kilometers done in the game, which is a hell of a lot, yeah. So that comes to about 1,575,000 times the length of Route 66
Yeah, trust you.
in the US. Yeah, you know, just kind of
It's
more or
a-
less.
It's
More or less. Just off the top of my head, I'll just run those conversions for you there.
it's a lot. Huh?
It's a hell of a lot. It's a hell of a lot of mileage.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. It's a lot of road trips, which is what we want from the game at the end of the year, isn't it? It's a lot of adventures, a lot of journeys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you dig our data, we can see that some people play the game more than 2,000 hours
Yeah,
from the launch.
absolutely.
And it's amazing to see how people are engaged
Mm.
through the games and play mostly 8 hours, 10 hours a day
Mm.
to the crew. It's really something that you can rest a bit sometimes. Take a break.
Just like driving a real car.
Yeah.
When you're driving a fake one, you got to
But,
rest too. But it's very gratifying
well,
too,
isn't
isn't
it?
it?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's-
it's fantastic to know that you guys have been able to create an experience that's
Everything that
immersive
have been
and that's
done
enjoyable.
here
Yeah.
was worth it, and
And
Exactly.
to see how people enjoy it and stay
Yeah.
inside the game, through the game, play the summits, play all the
Yeah.
different disciplines. It's very
Speaking of enjoying it, we've got a few details on what exactly they enjoy in the game as well.
vehicles.
Vehicles.
Oh.
No surprise really on the family, that's the favourite. You know, street racing kind of
one,
comes out on
maybe.
top of
Oh,
that
yeah.
one quite easily.
But there is
but-
even if street racing definitely is one of your favorites,
Yep.
you do not put all the other one on side, and boats and plane are played a lot.
Absolutely.
And the most played vehicle in terms of both time spent and distance is a plane.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is the difficult
It's really
edge.
useful to get
Time
some
and-
life create rewards and things like that.
Yeah.
And just to explore, just to have fun.
Just
Exactly.
explore.
Just for the vistas to relax a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Flying between clouds.
Yeah.
Poetic. I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I love it.
And so, yeah, I mean, for the street racing discipline, we do have the favourite car. So if we take out all the season pass vehicles,
Yeah,
obviously.
Of course.
The Koenigsegg Agera comes out on top as
Not a bad
your
choice.
preferred vehicle, and we've got a beautiful
More
illustration. Yes, maybe. I mean,
More prefer.
power helps, right?
That's a good reason to prefer it.
But we've got some screenshots down at the bottom from our players as well to illustrate some of these vehicles along the way too. We've got the Agera over there to the left. Exactly. Rallycross is the full focus. Yep, that's the firm favourite for sure. And in touring car, we've got the Pagani Zonda, which is beautifully illustrated there on the circuit.
An iconic
Lovely
car.
sunset in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
very nice one.
But of course, all the vehicles of the vehicle drop are sometimes around the most played
Yeah.
because they're amazing, and that's the reason why people were really excited every time we
Mhm.
announce new vehicles on a monthly basis.
Yeah, exactly.
And since you can buy them 1 week afterwards,
Mm.
that makes sense. That a lot of players enjoy them.
Yeah.
I hope. It was
Yeah.
there for that.
Success.
Well, speaking of enjoying, maybe we can talk a little bit about the different updates as well that have allowed us to enrich the experience over the course of this year, and have a quick retrospective of some of the stuff that was added. A lot of the stuff that was added, actually, when you think about it, in the grand scheme of things.
So we're
Yes.
gonna have a look at the different trailers
Yeah, yeah.
and
Have a
discuss
recap
on
and
them.
images.
And we have the chance to have selected some gameplay from members of our pit crew.
Yeah, you might recognise a few of the names there.
So we wanted to take the time to thank them for everything they've done
Absolutely.
so far, because
Absolutely.
we mentioned the test, we mentioned the live test, etc. But we've been working with them since the release and even before, in other ways. And it's been a pretty active group.
They have. I don't think there are any words to describe quite how much help they've been. Like, any time of the day, if we have a question about anything, there's
Yeah.
always someone, because we're lucky to have a group of members that span from a whole bunch of different countries around the world. So it's fantastic.
Every
Very,
time
very
the
grateful.
production has a question or
Yeah.
the creative team,
Yeah.
Every time.
We
Yeah.
want a quick answer from expert of the game, where we can ask on Friday evening, or
Yeah.
we can be sure that on Monday it's all solved, or even for the next hour. So thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you for
Been
helping
an amazing
us.
ride.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just
And
amazing to
having
show.
answers, as you said, very specific expert question. For example, bet handling and the street race.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we design things and we are sharing that to the pit crew. Having their feedback quite quickly is helping us a lot because
Absolutely.
it's kind of the things we want to achieve and try to put in place. And I mean, they worked on the summit, on the next summit, but I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going
You
to
already
spoil
talked
it.
about it.
Oh,
You will be fired.
no.
Oh no.
But it's nice to have this kind of collaboration with them and their feedback and the expertise. It's good.
It's not always easy because we've seen some rough time. We fixed a lot of stuff at the beginning, and we're gonna see through Gather Rush all the polished efforts we've done. But so far it's been an amazing journey with them.
It really
so
has, yeah.
cool.
Well, speaking of Gather Rush, should we roll the
Okay, let's go.
roll the trailer for
Let's
that
have a
one?
look at trailer.
There you have it. So I guess
It's
one.
already available.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been and I guess if we had to pick one theme that kind of clearly stands out in that one, it'd be hovercrafts. That was kind of the name of the game, really, wasn't it, with that particular update? And you can see that's Paraglider down in the bottom right of the screen. When he was able to get his hands on the game, I think so that would have been at Gamescom.
Yeah, it was really early, so you might see
Yeah.
some weird stuff, and
Yeah.
I think
He's-
right
It's
now
an
he's
early
way
build.
better
It's an
at
early build.
hovercrafts.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that-
Well, although it is actually, I mean, he's getting to grips with the new physics of the vehicle because it was completely redesigned, wasn't it? But it's still impressive to see some of the stuff that he can pull off, even when he only just got his hands on the game.
A tropical cocktail of Bon Sifa.
Ah, there you go. There's the
Thank you
catch-all
very
we
much,
all love.
So Gather Rush, a new discipline, maybe not that easy one.
That's not an easy one, yeah, for sure, but that's really something that we want to push. For us, the main idea was to get some debug, a new discipline, some polish each time for a new update. And this one was really something different that we want to try. And if we want to try something, the live is really something that helps us to see how people react. And this new type of gameplay is something that people will love, some people will hate. But that's really something that we wanted to try to see where we could go. And I like the Overcraft. Okay, that's not something that I would play every hours, but that I want to play with my friends. It's huge fun and different way to explore the world, and that helps us. So that was a good chunk of fun to deliver this experience.
And part of the team went to the US during the conception of the game, and when
I was part of the team.
Yeah, I know. But you met people building their own hovercraft, and it's part of the motorsport communities you have in the US. You have crazy people driving this kind of piloting, I would say, more than driving, these kind of monsters. And I agree with Fergus. It's the whole principle of the game is adding discipline and trying to put the best toy possible in the hand of players, and with the specificities of each discipline and the vehicles behind each discipline. So for the hovercraft on the ground and on water, and what we wanted to achieve is having this feeling of driving and on the water and on the ground. So you can see on on these gameplay
It's
elements.
a unique experience.
Yeah.
Exactly. And when you explore, so not only by doing the events, when you explore the world, the open world with the hovercraft, it can be very fun because you can go almost everywhere with your
Yeah.
hovercraft.
Yeah,
There's no limit.
and I like just like the drift, how you have to anticipate your turn each time and find the right track.
Hey,
And
it's
it was an opportunity
tricky
also
one.
to create dedicated playground within the world for this discipline in the Bayou. So I mean, it was very interesting to work on this specific discipline.
Yeah.
And we delivered the ace difficulty.
That was my point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we deliver at the same time the ace mode, which was the first time we introduced the yellow parts and the.
Yeah, all the RPG things we did there, the affix elements.
And now for the summit, it's really something that we need and that really helps the experience. That bring all this. So for me, the yellow and this ace mode, this difficulty really helps at this time to get this RPG feeling that is more and more powerful for your cars and boats and planes. So the ace difficulty, sometimes it's really difficult.
It's really difficult, but it doesn't mean that it's not very used anyway, because yet again, back with some stats, you can see there over 39 million ace difficulty events have been completed since the mode was released. So this isn't even since launch, this is
40
since
million.
September last year.
40 million, yeah.
40, you can say, yeah, 40 million, well, you know. So it's pretty crazy, and it's a lot of farming, it's a lot of leveling up, it's a lot of yellow parts. For sure.
You can be sure that those
Yeah.
players are really engaged in everything about the game,
Yeah.
and they played all events with all their pro settings, with all their full stock builds, everything. So, yeah, congrats, guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And that was just the start.
You never play in ace difficulties.
For sure! I was going to talk
Yeah,
about that.
because you need to unlock the hard one before. I have no idea to try it.
That's my point. You just play normal one.
No! Not only normal one.
And with Gat Rush, we added something else.
We added the photo sharing mode.
Yeah, photo sharing one.
Yeah, exactly. It was, photo sharing mode. So photo sharing, we've already said a little bit about it, really. It was a way for us to really kind of capitalize on just how many different experiences and how much sharing people really wanted to have in the game. And it's always super gratifying to be able to go onto the crew hub and just scroll down through the crew hub that's been updated a few times since then as well. Added a few new filters, a few new different ways to navigate the website. So if you haven't yet been on the crew hub, it's thecrew-hub.com. You can check the summit calendar, but also all the different screenshots. You can filter them by brand, by type of vehicle, by absolutely everything. It's pretty fantastic. So yeah, Gator brought that about too.
You can see millions of photos.
You can.
Yeah,
If you like scrolling, you can scroll. You get a
can
scrolling
scroll all
finger
the
trying to
way
go through that.
down.
Yeah, I was trying to do it earlier on.
It's
but,
amazing to see all different type of experience that you will see through the screenshot, and each time you have a different story behind the photos. So
Exactly.
I agree.
I like it.
And it was but the first
It's
of
just the
several
beginning.
updates, because then,
Then-
in December, lo and behold, we had another one. They came crashing into the scene, I guess is probably the best way to say
Surprise!
it. Surprise! With Demolition Derby.
Yes.
Yeah, which was a pretty fantastic one too, and I think we've got the trailer lined up again to inject a little bit of flavour.
All I got
There was so much destruction in that video that it even broke the internet, I think. It
Broke the internet, broke everything.
a little bit of lagging there, but it's all in the theme. It's all in the theme. And you can, well, we've got some more gameplay running down at the bottom right. Again, it's gameplay from players showing
It's
off their skills.
Racemaster Dave, this one.
Racemaster Dave, yeah.
Discovering the Demolition Derby before the release of it, during one of the preview events organized with pit crew members.
Absolutely.
Discovering all the
different ways that you can destroy people. Quite a few of those happened in the update as well. Was it 14 million on vehicles destroyed?
Yeah, I think we have the
I think we've got some stats. There we go, yeah. 14, just shy of 14 million.
And even more during this
It
summit.
wasn't all Racemaster Dave. I mean, Racemaster Dave destroyed quite a few of them, I think. But no, that's...
it was a huge challenge for us, delivering all this level of detail when you demolish your car like that. And for the team, it was a huge challenge. It was amazing to see how the team react to deliver this type of experience in less than 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, absolutely, because fully destructible cars, for one thing, which wasn't in the game before.
It's not nothing,
exactly, it was from scratch. All the model of the car has been worked for that, and on the other car also at the same time.
It's a game on its own, honestly. It's a game on its own. We worked on all aspects, on the new vehicles, new sound, new feedback, new mode, new scoring, a new arena to have this kind of experience. So it was like a whole new game within the game.
And at the same time, we
for free,
released the PvP.
And the PvP was like
for the team, big features at the same time. For the team, it was really difficult to deliver this one.
So the summit update was huge.
Yes, for us.
With 14 new vehicles.
Right. Yeah. I think when we discussed with the vehicle team, it was the most important vehicle release they had in this period of time, short period of time. So it was like a huge update we delivered for free. Again, I was saying but it was like the way we wanted to push content within the game and to make sure that the experience was
and that everybody can enjoy it.
For Christmas.
For Christmas, just before Christmas, it was
under the tree.
Exactly.
A nice gift.
In the spirit of festivities.
Yeah.
With
your family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Family-friendly game, right? It's fine.
Yeah.
So a lot of new vehicle. We added new vehicle also in the timeline.
Yes.
Reward players that were already engaged in the game before and continue to do it.
Carbon edition, a special edition of the Bugatti show. No, it's not a bad one.
No, it's not too shabby.
I still don't have it. I'm still playing. Hopefully one day, with which I call 1000.
One day.
Maybe one day.
One day after 1 year of summit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hopefully. Please.
Because maybe you are not aware of this, but I think most of you guys already are highly involved into the summit. But for those of you that just reach icon level, it's important to keep in mind that just by participating to one event, you're able to get the bronze rewards.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
basically you have a lot of followers just doing one activity.
Yeah, so the bronze reward for the summit is it's 150,000 followers for the normal summits, 200,000 for the summits that have a vehicle as a platinum reward.
He's spoiling.
He's
No, I didn't spoil.
He's spoiling. He's spoiling.
Yeah. He's saying we are going to increase the amount of followers you are
Is that what he's saying? Well, I didn't hear anything.
Or maybe you are saying it.
But
you said it.
It's however many followers you win.
It's just for Julien to be able to get his share on it.
Exactly, so it's a good way, Julien, for you to grind to get your share one day to be able to catch up with our players.
One day.
One day. Maybe.
Yeah, but only one of many ways in the end of the day to level up, because we also added the PvP mode in Demolition Derby, which was a heavily requested game mode. So a lot of pressure to deliver a really cool feature with that one. Another challenge for updates.
I also created some great playlists with the pit crew and also with the rest of the community.
So that's the community playlists that run on Wednesdays and Saturdays that we highlight are created by the pit crew. And keep your eyes on that slot over the next anniversary week, because there might be something special popping there on Saturday, but we'll see about that a little bit later.
Exactly. So new PvP mode, also new feature, live contract, get
the
some crew
contract.
credits.
Yeah.
Maybe we were preparing something.
Maybe.
Get some crew credits for maybe next update for
Yeah.
Hotshot, but we are not
True.
there yet.
True. We were aware of what we were doing after that, but it was something Fergus wanted a lot. Having the ability for people to earn crew credit was very important for us, for the team. And the live contract is also a first step for us to make sure that the game was saying something to you on a regular basis, on a daily basis. So if you are coming daily on the game, you will have always something to do, even if you did all the events in a street race, hypercar, drift, or whatever. You will have something to do to explore the world, to look for
It's a daily
life
challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have that, and we work on a specific reward because we know what we wanted to achieve after that. And delivering the crew credit was for us the best way to prepare what we wanted to achieve with Hotshots.
Yeah, and it was our first step with something more live.
Absolutely, yes.
In a regular basis. When I saw all the different stream videos or read on Reddit or things like that, people need this way to get involved through the game.
Yeah,
And
on a
for
regular
us,
basis,
Yeah, and it was really a good step for us to, let's
Yeah.
have something more on a regular basis,
Exactly.
daily, weekly, monthly. And even if the summit was not something that we prepared for the live, we decided to bring it on the table for the
Absolutely, yeah.
this
And
update.
even before, we decided to switch this our schedule to weekly basis.
Yeah.
Yes, we had the live contract. We also added new events on a regular basis.
We did,
At
yeah.
the end of
It was
January,
in January.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
two events per week.
We did, yeah. We
That's
added a hell of a lot of new content that way, and it was a cool way for the World team as well to really explore new types of events and different ways to tell stories through the different races.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And some really cool events came out of that. So
It's a,
definitely fantastic
it's
job
a
by them.
shift we had within the studio to make sure that our players they want more, they want something a little bit different. So let's try to organize ourselves to make sure that we can deliver that and try to create this kind of rendezvous with players on, as Fergus said, on daily or weekly basis. And then, you will have content. Every time you are coming back to the crew 2, you will have something to do. A new event, a new summit, a new contract. So it's something we want to achieve now regularly.
absolutely.
And it's just the beginning.
I'm not going to spoil
didn't-
anything!
You didn't wear the
let's move
t-shirt today. But, you know.
Okay.
Let's move to Hotshots.
Let's move to Hotshots. So we've talked a lot about the live summits, and obviously they were introduced in the Hotshots update, which is our latest update to date. So why don't we have a quick look at the trailer?
Yeah,
and
let's
we'll
have a look at the
delve
trailer.
into that one
And then we'll go back to
in a
it.
bit more detail.
I like it.
There you go.
Okay, so
Shots in action.
that was a big update.
It really was, yeah.
It's my favorite one.
But what is the story behind this update?
The story, it was really decided to get something unique with the live calendar where the people will come back to the game with something on a regularly basis, something new, and the vanity to say, okay guys, that's really something that I want for everybody to be unique. and unique with all this diversity of item on your car, but not only a spoiler, hood, but everything that can change something, really something never done inside a game. And with the wheel, with the smoke, and perhaps when there's something new, it's for us something. The vanity is really something that bring on the table something where you will customize your car just like never before. And for me, it was really something important to bring this to the game, where the customization is really important for everyone. We want to be unique.
And wanting to have like not only about customization, as you said, but working on the notion of item and the fact that owning an item and you want to have it, like your smoke on all your vehicles, and something what we wanted to achieve. And to talk about this update, and for me, the reason why I love it is the reason, the main reason is because it's focused about improving player experience. And I'm player experience director, so it means that we worked on all aspects of the game and not trying to add more content, more disciplines. It's about improving players' life.
The game experience.
Exactly. And you can see the breadcrumb there. We work on player visualization to make sure that you can see all the opponent there. We fix all the fact where you can see all the players around you within the world. And it changed a lot of things. And when I'm playing the game, I'm so happy now to see all
And
the
the perception was really better just after the breadcrumb or the night cycle or things like that.
Exactly. So it's
The new weather cycle.
The new.
the new. There, it's becoming hard. It's a reason why I love this update, because it's all about improving something, to present something new on a regular basis to players, and the summit is all about that. It's trying to play with all the things we have in the game and say, okay, Polar Rush, you are going to have like snow everywhere all the time, because we want to surprise you, and you play that for all people there. Now, and next week, tomorrow, Flying Germans.
Tomorrow.
Yes,
So this is the one we have in screen.
in the gameplay
Exactly.
actually, yeah.
Accor had the opportunity to do it
Yeah.
during the preview event.
This is like a transition, a perfect transition. It's going to, you will have surprise, and this event specifically
With
is
a lot of
surprising.
jump,
Flying Germans.
Flying German cars, maybe.
So it's surprising.
And you were talking about all the great opportunities that bring the vanity. I think we have a few figures about the vanity, about the apply, etc. Not sure we.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, 2.7 million applied vanity items. That's a lot.
So that only since the release.
That's only since the release, yeah.
In less than 2 months?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just 8 weeks?
It's a lot of hotshots.
That's a lot of odd shots.
A lot of hotshots. But it really goes, I mean, it.
I must play Summit Rising Sun. Yeah,
Surprising.
It was a stuff.
Funny that. It's
I don't know why.
Yeah, Rising Sun was really tough one to get the Red Fury.
I don't have it. I don't have it.
I have it, but
But you have the Evo 10. You want it?
until the last day, it was difficult to stay in the platinum
Yes.
range.
So a lot of new rides. So the Evo X, also the Bugatti Divo.
Yeah. Beautiful car. Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful
We
car.
are the only game to have it. So it's we are very happy to work with Bugatti, because we had this opportunity to have this premiere, this exclusivity, and we work with them to have like special edition.
I was really proud to be selected by Bugatti to release their back, which was we were really proud.
Exactly, and with the carbon edition, and we might have in the future more special edition. I'm not saying.
Okay, guys, you're gonna stop here now.
Okay.
Yeah.
As rewards?
As regards?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. It's your idea.
Well,
So lots of new stuff,
lots of new
lots of
stuff.
new features to improve the overall game experience.
Soup.
Hopla!
What?
Refreshing experience.
Refreshing experience for all players, with a lot of ways to get more involved, more to show off a bit more also with vanity.
exactly.
So a great update, and as we mentioned before, don't worry, you will see tomorrow when we're going to shift to the Flying German, you will see that Polar Rush is coming back on the calendar.
It is, yeah.
But why not?
No. We'll have more details on all that on July 17th. We'll be able to show you off some new summits, new rewards, lots of cool new stuff. But before that, we've got some celebrations to do.
Oh yeah, it's...
You know, because we've been talking about the birthday, we've been talking about the first year, we've been talking about everything that's been achieved and all the fantastic effort that was put into it.
it's time to celebrate.
So it's time to celebrate, yeah. And we've got a good week lined up to do so,
Yep.
starting tomorrow. Now, obviously, we've got all the standard stuff first with the current live summit, Flying Germans. We've just had a quick preview and some gameplay. We've talked a little bit about the reward as well, the Porsche Cayman.
I think we have
Wasp
the visual,
edition.
but you
We have
already
a-
have seen it, I think,
Yeah.
on the pre-show,
Exactly.
etc.
I think we've got a picture to show off of that. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Beautiful. Look
It's
at
a
that.
new year. So Flying German is one of the favorite summit of the team. It was one
Yep.
of the when we were creating them. It was,
Yeah.
During the
subject of
playtest.
many discussions.
Yeah.
So you have to fight, and maybe this time you have a vehicle. You know.
Yeah.
But maybe this time, if players are not as good as usual, maybe I will be able to do it because.
Sorry, Jean.
I guess you won't have the vehicle.
No! Or maybe I
I
can
will
ask.
help
Maybe
you.
we'll.
I will help you. I will help
There
you.
we go. There we
Maybe
go.
figures we take your gamepad and maybe.
Exactly.
It's
I need
cheating,
to do
but,
that. Exactly. No, I'm not cheating.
So this is a new live summit,
No.
Yes.
and this is just. It's not even part of the celebration.
No,
It's
exactly.
great
So
news,
that's
but
just as
we have
usual.
more stuff.
It's a good live summit, and we hope to see a lot of cool competition for that particular reward. But we have some other things lined up as well for the week. So first off, because we really want to celebrate with as many people as possible, we are not quite giving away, but almost giving away a vehicle. We've got a massive 99% discount on the Chevrolet Corvette C2, and we have a nice picture showing that off there. So
It's only one.
it's only one crew credit. In fact, for season pass holders, it's not even one crew credit. It's only $5. So it's literally nothing. But we basically wanted to pick a car that really embodies kind of the kind of classic American
It's a nice
feel
one.
as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good choice. I
Yeah.
think it's a pretty cracking ride in the store from.
It's an iconic car.
Yeah,
It's an iconic
exactly.
one.
Yeah.
So it's a very
For
nice
10
one for road
bucks.
trips. Exactly, less than $10. Yeah.
Are you sure?
$7, one
$7
crew
bucks,
credit.
yeah, exactly. It's in the
You
small
can
print
read
at the
it.
bottom. Legally binding.
Yeah, it's legal lines.
But yeah, that's from tomorrow, June 26th, all the way through until Wednesday next week. That car will be available in the shop to
I will buy
purchase
it. I will buy it.
for nothing, absolutely nothing.
I will buy it.
I'm certainly going to pick it up too. And it doesn't stop there. We have a whole bunch of other promotions running as well on a daily basis. In fact, I think we've got
Yeah, real timeline because it will be a lot to share.
Be easier to show off. Yeah, there you go. So you've got the Corvette at the top, like we said, running for a full week, and then on a daily basis underneath, we've got a whole bunch of 30% discounts. Starting off tomorrow with the Gallardo there, the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera.
Oh, do it again?
Leggera.
Ah.
Oh, I'm probably not even pronouncing it right, to be honest. They've got me here for the English, not for the Italian. So, and then every day after that, we've got the Ferrari F40, we've got the Mercedes
Yeah.
AMG GT3, the Egoista for the first
Oh,
time
bad.
as a discount as well. So we had that in the Elite Bundle too, but it's not been discounted since then individually. So
Nice.
on Saturday, be sure to pick that one up if you don't have it already.
Yeah.
We've got the Koenigsegg Regera as well on June 30th. Monday we've got the MV Agusta, and on Tuesday to finish things off we've got the Rough CTR3 Drift Edition.
The F40 is one of my favorite street cars.
The F40, and it's so
The sound.
iconic as well.
The sound of the F40, which is
yeah, yeah, yeah.
amazing. It's
In fact, there was
With
a
a
whole
sunset
event.
and,
There was a whole event in the
Ferrari,
Q1 just
sunset,
for the F40, wasn't it?
80s.
Yeah.
Which was pretty fantastic. So yeah, great to see that one back in the lineup again. And I mean, I'm going to get tired of saying it, but that's not all. Of course, you can see down there at the bottom as well that there are a couple of more things lined up. So we have a special Ivory Tower PvP playlist that's going to be landing on Wednesday and Saturday.
I will be there.
that all the team's going to be testing. So basically, it's the dev team that got together to pick their favorite events to create a special playlist for this week. It'll be available in the mixed queue of live battle, so be sure to go check that out and try yourself against as many people as possible. Who knows, maybe a few of the dev team will be in there as well, sneakily trying to
For sure.
to get
We
a
will
few
be there.
rewards. And rewarding it certainly will be, because
Not you.
maybe not. Oh,
No,
I'm
no,
sure Julien would.
no.
I mean, he'd beat me, that's for sure.
He beat you?
He'd probably beat me, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, of course I can.
Of course he can, yeah.
Yeah, super.
And well, yeah,
Because
just
I'm
to
not
finish
playing
off
always
then.
with my two hands. I'm only playing with one hand. Make sure
Because you're
that
walking on the other way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because to make sure he has a chance
Ah,
to
yeah.
beat me.
Really getting into the show-off side of Hotshots. Well, just to finish off then, speaking of winning, there's even more incentive of actually doing that, because we are boosting the rewards in PvP.
Yeah.
So the number of followers that you win competing in PvP is doubled. The weekly reward that you win as well is doubled. And then outside of PvP in Free Drive, we're boosting the number of live crate drops that will pop and the quality of the loot that you will find in them.
Perfect.
So there are tons of opportunities for you to level up all
For
your
the
cars.
summit, it's perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Get
Preparation
all your
for
vehicles
PvP,
ready
it's
for the summit for whatever you want. Get more followers, get those more yellow parts in as well, whether you prefer just free driving or being a bit more competitive in the summit. We want to make things as easy as possible for this whole week. And as a reminder, that's June 26th, which is tomorrow, running all the way through till next week on Wednesday, July 3rd. You can catch up all about it in the dedicated article on the website. So there should be one live now, I believe, which tells you about all the different promotions, about all the different boosts that we've got in the game, all that kind of stuff too. So be sure to go check it out for all the details.
Yes,
I will be,
definitely.
a lot, because I've got a lot of leveling to do. But you know,
It's an anniversary, we need to celebrate, and there's a lot to
Yeah.
celebrate, a lot to continue the experience, to give you opportunities to buy new vehicles, buy super, to only one crew credits. It's not that expensive, it's okay.
I hope my wallet can handle it. I don't know.
Or $7, James, maybe you do one event.
Yeah,
but
definitely a lot of cool stuff planned for this whole week, and basically just intended as a huge thank you to absolutely everyone for this fantastic first year, and yeah, just
Thank you to be with us.
thank you for being with
Yeah,
us
thank you for being with us. It was really
on this adventure.
a nice ride.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank
Very
you
awesome.
to all the players.
Thank you, Fergus.
No problem.
Thank
Been
you
some
to
good times.
everybody in the studio here. Try not to cry. You can cry afterwards.
It's okay.
Find a
Honestly,
moment.
You'll get the Wasp edition. Don't worry. It's okay.
No, no.
You have a lot of emotion when
You will
you
not
are
have the
watching
most
it.
bad.
there is.
You can try, but you won't have it. So yes, thank you very much everyone for staying with us this year, for doing all the amazing creation, all the amazing screenshot videos, for testing, or not even testing, for
Playing.
being an expert on all the new content we released so far.
Yeah.
And
And
just
thank you
playing.
for your positive feedback or negative one.
Constructive
all of it, yeah.
feedback.
Constructive
is important.
feedback.
Exactly.
It always helps. Sometimes it's a bit too much, but I really like to see how every day on my Twitter, on my Facebook, I got so many people writing to me and giving their feedback about the game. It really helps. It really helps.
I would say thanks for playing.
What else?
Bah, it's
Yeah,
a reality.
it's
huh?
true.
We are
If you
playing.
play the game, it means that
And what's
you can be
really
happy.
amazed me,
That's it done.
one last figure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, more players are playing 2 days
Yeah,
than at launch.
Yep. Which
And,
means that something's
We
been
can
going
say
on.
that millions of players are
Yeah.
playing, and thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty cracking. Thank you to all of you players. Thank you to you for joining us as well for this live stream, both of you. Julien
It was a
and Fergus.
pleasure.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you, James, for this year.
Well, hey,
For all those
you know,
great live stream.
what can I say? All the English translations.
You lose your hair a bit, no?
Yeah, you know, it's a more streamlined look to make me drive faster,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
But now you can speak, so it's, maybe it's
Maybe.
Yeah, well, maybe. Who knows?
One day.
One day. yeah, no, it's thank you all for this stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for a fantastic first year. It's been great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arno, just for being yourself. I mean, what can I say?
Thank you.
And thank you to the CMs in the chat as well for all their help over this year. It's been a big one for them too. They put in a huge amount of work, and the work isn't finished for them today because they're going to be running a raffle, like we said.
And thank you for the team.
Thank you for the team. Absolutely. Well, we've mentioned
They are working hard
quite a
for
few
things
times
we
already,
can't talk about.
and
One day.
we can't thank everybody enough for all the work that's been put in. So, without further ado, we'll move on to the raffle. You can win this beautiful mouse pad. Thank you for
And
that,
t-shirts,
Arno.
and
T-shirts,
yeah.
caps. Stick around for those.
It's like throwing.
So to,
Exactly. Yes.
so to participate, you just have to type
Raffle. Yeah. In
Raffle.
the chat. Exclamation mark raffle. So the
Exclamation mark
CMs will be
raffle.
running that
in the Twitch
now.
chat.
Do it now.
In the Twitch chat, yes.
Right
So if you're
now.
watching on YouTube or on
Raffle.
Facebook, stop by Twitch to participate in this, and we'll make sure that winners get their goodies sent out to them. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Great. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you on, well, July 17th. We'll catch you then.
Yeah, we give news.
We'll give you some news on July 17th.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Without spoiling.
No spoiler.
Stop it now. Thank you very much,
Okay,
everyone.
see ya.
Thank you.
Take care.